I'm going to show you how to draw a 3D letter. First, you need to measure out the area that you want to put the letter in. So in this case, the whole area is about 2 inches. Since the whole entire shape is 2 inches, or approximately 2 inches, I want my letter to be less than that measurement. So I'm measuring out 1.5 inches onto a white piece of paper, or you can do it in your sketchbook as well. I am choosing to draw a letter J because my first name is Joy, but feel free to pick any letter that you want. As soon as you draw your letter, clean up the edges, make sure that it's the right dimension that you want and the exact shape that you desire as well. Now it's time to put a border or a bubble around this letter. Take your time, make sure that there's even amount of space on both sides of the lines. After you've drawn a border or a bubble around your letter, it's time to erase that original letter that you created. Now I spent some time cleaning up all the edges, making sure that the lines that need to be straight are straight. I've taken my triangle, but you could take a ruler or some type of straight edge to clean up those lines. My goal is to create the illusion of 1-point perspective for my letter. So I am choosing to put a point on the right hand side of my paper, making sure that it is at a diagonal or an angle. If you draw your line and it doesn't match up exactly to that point, make sure you erase that line again and line it up perfectly to that point. For me to pull off an illusion of 1-point perspective for this letter, I need to line up every edge to that 1 point. As soon as I've made my perspective lines, it's time to make the parallel lines. So first I'm going to draw as straight as I can with the side of my J, and I'm going to curve it at the end because that's what the J does at the end. It all depends on what letter you choose. Depending on the letter, you might have more curves than others. Now for those straight lines, it is really important to take a ruler and make sure that you line everything up perfectly parallel to your letter. So like I said, please use a ruler, making sure you have those straight lines. You get to decide how fat your letter is going to be or skinny your letter is going to be by moving those parallel lines. Now, do keep in mind that the width of the parallel lines will look more accurate if you have that dimension about the same. Now, if you have several curves in your letter, you won't be able to use your straight edge or your ruler. So just make sure that when you do make those curves that you are making that mirror image of the parallel line. Once you've completed drawing your 3-dimensional letter, it's time to put that onto your worksheet. So put it against the window and trace it onto that final paper. Make sure you have a straight edge or a ruler so you can get those straight lines. It's not easy to draw on a vertical surface, so please draw as lightly as possible so that when you get done tracing, you can clean up those lines so they're nice and straight. Just like I've explained with other lessons, you don't want your graphite pencil to show through your color pencil drawing. So I'm also erasing those lines just enough that I could still see the lines that I need to trace over with my color pencil. I have purposefully drawn a really nice, crisp, solid line, and now I'm going to shade in with my color pencil. Make sure that you press lightly in the beginning, especially if you want to blend other colors into your design. I do expect you to use your color pencil techniques, continue practicing those, but also I want creativity. I don't want you to just color it in a solid blue or whatever color that you've chosen. Make this fun, make this creative. And as you could see, I'm starting out just shading in very lightly, and then I'm rotating different color pencils into the mix, so I'm blending different colors together.